All right, let's go ahead and try a multiplication problem using these number pieces. So we've been working on two-digit multiplication, so let's try one like that. Let's do, I'm going to add my problem in first. Let's do 13 times 24. See how that goes. Put in our equal sign. This is just a way to make sure that we always thinking about this problem up here. And what I'm going to start with is my two factors. And so it doesn't matter which one you do, but I'm going to go ahead and do my first one as my vertical factor over here. So I got to set this to 13. Let's see here. It's at 10 already when it comes out. 11, 12, 13. And then I'm going to set my horizontal factor, and this one's going to be the second factor over here, 24. So I've got 10. Drag this out. Oh, there's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, so now I just have to fill in this space. And I start with the biggest pieces I can put in, and I see if they fit, and if they don't, then I try the next smaller piece. So let's start with kind of this big area here. Now I've had some experience with multiplication and number pieces, so I recognize right away that 10 and a 10 is going to let me put in one of these big 100 mats. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. There we go. And I see another spot that looks the same over here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab another one and drop it in. And when I grab another one, I realize I can't fit it in anywhere, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete that, just to show that how that goes. So now I got these vertical spaces I want to fill, and so I'm going to try a couple. In fact, I can kind of prepare myself for how many I need by counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Drag that in. And then down on the bottom, I've got some horizontal spaces that I need to fill. And I see 3 right there, so I'm going to go ahead and grab 3. 3, 2, 3. And I got these, I guess, other spaces over here, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. 3 more. Looks about the same. Yeah, sure enough. And then I've got a little space left over, and I can tell right away, even just by testing, that like one of my linear pieces is not going to fit in there, and so I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing some unit pieces. I'll start with the 3 that just kind of tack on to the end of that, and I realize, oh, yeah, sure enough, 3 of them fit right in, and it looks like I got some other groups of 3, so I'm going to take a little shortcut, and I'm going to drag and just highlight those 3, and I'm going to hit this duplicate button down here, which is a handy little tool. And oh, I still got room for more, so I'm going to keep going. Drag them into place, and notice I drag them each time rather than duplicating them a bunch, just to make sure that I don't overdo it. And one more time, and it looks like I've filled everything in. So now it's just a matter of counting up the pieces, and there are lots of different ways you can do it, but I'm just going to grab this pen tool, and I'm going to go ahead and just start counting stuff up, and then I'm going to add it up when I'm done. So I've got 100, I'm going to go ahead and just combine these right now and call it 200. Okay, and then down here I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so I'll call this 60. Over here I've got 10, 20, 30, 40. And down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 over here. And now I just have to add up all these pieces to figure out what my result is. And I'm going to go ahead and use this tool over here. So I think this will work. Let's see. Let's do 200. Oops, I guess it won't work. Okay, let me delete that. Toss it in the garbage. I'm going to go ahead and use the pen tool. That'll make life easier, just because it's easier to get all the columns lined up neatly with this pen tool than it is by typing things out. So 200 plus 40, making sure that I lined up those place values, 60, and 12. Add up that big stack. Got 0, 0, 0, 2. 2 goes straight down here. 4, 10, 11. 1 goes here, carry the other one, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And that is the result of my problem. Let me switch back to this. Notice if I click the pen tool, it'll make all the pen stuff disappear, so I'm actually going to go ahead and leave that highlighted green and click on my math text tool. So 13 times 24 equals 312. That is how you do multiplication using these number pieces.